The biggest investing mistake most Black people make is not being lazy, it is not being irresponsible, and it is definitely not caring about money. The real mistake is waiting too long to invest, because life never feels safe enough. There is always a bill, always a family emergency, always somebody to help, always a reason to say, "I'll start later." But later turns into 5 years, then 10. And by the time a lot of people finally look up, they realize they did not just lose money, they lost time. Part 1. The biggest mistake is waiting until life feels safe. This is the real issue. A lot of Black people treat investing like the final step, like something you do after life is fully under control, after the debt is gone, after the kids are grown, after the emergency fund is perfect, after the income gets bigger, after the pressure eases up. But for a lot of people, that moment never comes. Life does not usually calm down all at once. It moves in waves. One problem leaves, another one walks in. And if your plan is to invest only when life becomes perfectly stable, you might wait your whole life. That is the trap. Not that people do not want to build wealth, it's that they keep telling themselves wealth building starts later. Part 2. Cash feels safe.
A lot of people think keeping money in cash means they are being careful. And sometimes, honestly, that instinct makes sense. When your life has been unstable, cash feels like protection. You can see it, you can touch it, you can use it today. But here is the hard truth. Money sitting still too long does not just stay still, it loses power. Prices move, rent moves, food moves, insurance moves, everything moves, except your money. So somebody can work for years, save something, feel proud of finally having a cushion, and still end up behind because the money never got a chance to grow. That is one of the saddest parts of this mistake. People think they are protecting themselves, but in the long run, they are protecting the money from growth.
Part 3. A lot of people were taught to survive, not invest. This part matters, because you cannot blame people for not being taught something they were never shown. A lot of Black families pass down incredible survival skills. How to stretch money, how to pay what matters first, how to keep going when things get ugly, how to make one paycheck do the work of two. That is real intelligence. That is real discipline. That is real financial skill. But survival and investing are not the same thing. Survival says, hold on tight. Investing says, let some of that money go work for you. Survival says, do not take chances. Investing says, if you never take any long-term risk, time will punish you anyway. And if the only money education somebody got was, do not lose what little you have, then of course investing feels scary. Of course it feels like gambling. Of course it feels like something for other people.
Part 4. Many people think investing starts big, so they never start small. This is another major mistake. People think they need a lot of money to begin. $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. So if they do not have that, they do nothing. That mindset destroys momentum, because wealth is often built the boring way, a little at a time, again and again, month after month, year after year. Not because the amount is impressive in the beginning, but because the habit changes who you are. The person who invests $50 a month becomes somebody different from the person who keeps promising they will invest one day. Not richer overnight, but more dangerous over time. And that is what people miss. The first goal of investing is not just growth, it is identity. It is becoming the kind of person who pays their future first. Part 5. Family pressure quietly kills investing money. This one is sensitive, but it is real. A lot of Black people are not just building for themselves, they are carrying people. Sometimes proudly, sometimes painfully, sometimes both at once. You are the one people call when something goes wrong. You are the reliable one, the helper, the stable one, the one who always figures it out. And that role can quietly destroy investing, because money that should have been going into your future keeps getting pulled back into today, again and again and again. Now listen, helping family is not the mistake. Love is not the mistake. Community is not the mistake. The mistake is never drawing a line. The mistake is funding everybody else's emergency while your own future stays empty. The mistake is believing you are selfish for wanting something set aside that nobody can touch. That is not selfish. That is how you stop becoming the family emergency later. Part 6. Some people confuse motion with wealth building. This happens all the time. Somebody is hustling, working overtime, flipping something on the side, saving cash, paying bills, helping relatives, maybe even buying nice things here and there because, honestly, life is hard and they want to feel something. From the outside, it looks like money is moving, but movement is not the same as progress. A person can earn more and still build nothing. A person can stay busy and still stay behind. A person can look responsible and still miss the main thing. And the main thing is this: some money has to leave the survival cycle and enter the ownership cycle. That is where the shift happens. Not when you work more, not when you stress more, not when you get one more check. When part of your money finally starts building something that lasts longer than this month. Part 7. Fear of losing money keeps people from ever letting money grow. This is probably the most emotional part. A lot of Black families have seen money disappear fast. Job loss, medical problems, evictions, bad neighborhoods, bad schools, bad lending, bad luck, bad timing, a whole lifetime of reasons not to trust systems. So when somebody hears invest, they don't hear future growth. They hear, what if I lose what little I finally have? That fear is understandable. It is not stupid. It is not irrational. It came from real experience. But if fear makes you never start, then fear becomes expensive. Because the goal is not throwing your whole check into something risky. The goal is learning how to build slowly, learning how to diversify, learning how to automate, learning how to invest in a way that does not require you to be fearless, just consistent.
Part 8. The real mistake is treating investing like luxury instead of necessity. This is the mindset shift that changes everything. A lot of people see investing as optional, like it is something nice to do after the real life stuff is handled. But that way of thinking keeps people stuck for decades. Because if investing is optional, it will always lose. Bills will beat it. Impulse spending will beat it. Family pressure will beat it. Fear will beat it. Life will beat it. Investing has to become one of the bills, not the last bill, one of the first. Even if it is small, even if it is automatic, even if it is not perfect, even if it starts embarrassingly low. Because once it becomes part of the system, it stops depending on motivation. And that is when wealth building finally has a chance.